College Football 25 is a game of all time. It's a pretty successful game, a pretty fun game, and a game that we know to be pretty broken in a lot of different ways. Look, it's EA. We should have known what to expect. In today's video, I'm really going to pinpoint some of the things that really probably are never going to get fixed. Sadly, there seems to be integral things that are, usually wrong with certain games, and these are the things that are going to be it. I know that you've noticed probably, that I haven't had an official review of this game. It's because I know there's going to be updates, and based on the last update of them, not the last mini one, the last real title update of them breaking the game and making it slightly worse in some situations, I'm just strapped in to see what they do with the next update. So I'm going to wait, and hopefully at the end of its game cycle to really give you an in-depth review. I know that's not traditional, but a lot of reviewers aren't making as many games or many videos about this game, so I think I can get away with it. What I will do today is, like I say, talk about some of the big issues that, again, will never be fixed, or I'm 100% sure will probably most likely never get fixed. And after that, we're going to walk through some of you guys' comments, some of y'all's feelings, because you know me, I like to be tapped in with the community. I've done enough yapping on this channel. I've done enough hating, all right? I'm going to let the people who play it, the people who pay for it, the people who experience it, not with this big melon face of mine, all right, but with you and your minds together. So that's what we're going to do today. The three, I think, biggest problems, the biggest issues, the things that will never, probably, ever find a way to get fixed. Roughing the passer, the lack of trophy room, and by golly gee, the bone-suckingly, the lack of customization. Now, the last one I know will never be fixed. The second one I feel like could be fixed, but it won't because of the laziness of EA. In that top level, the one we're going to get into today is roughing the kicker, because I think this is something they can fix. They've shown that they can adjust some things from a gameplay perspective, but will it actually be fixed to an effective degree? I don't think so. From the way that I've heard the situation be laid out, because it's funny enough, I haven't had the roughing the kicker problem. What I have had are some of my kicker or some of my gunners going nutty. Like it is sometimes sometimes I don't even pick the controller. You're doing something texting and you just see a guy screaming off I'm like, yo, I didn't even control them. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe I just don't rush enough. You know what I'm saying? I don't got my gunners going crazy. So I've never had that problem. I have had them almost do it. I've had ref probably should have called it, but they didn't call it. But it's a big glaring issue, not just like in the Reddits of the world, not just in my comment section, but I feel like in every other way situation. I feel like it's one of the most common things I ever hear people complain about. If it's not, talking about, O-line blocking, and that's, again, a whole other conversation about, game difficulty and something that I think can really be, they can tweak the O-line blocking. We know that they can, twist something and make it either more effective or less effective. We're not talking about that. You just don't like the layer of it. Look, man, it's a lot not liked about EA. We're trying to talk about the big dogs here. But when it comes to roughing the kicker, it really does seem like something so bad that people are having to just take it out of their games. Most people in my comments are talking about how the only effective way to fix that, even after they say they fixed it in the patch. Remember, that was a big thing. This is why I say it's just not going to get fixed, because when you make a whole patch to fix it, you fix some things, break other things, but the main thing you said you were going to fix, or not the main thing, but one of the things you said you were going to fix just didn't get fixed. It's cooked, dog. I don't know. They don't know the formulas, guy. They didn't do the knowledge. They don't got it, homie. They can't figure it out. No more faith in EA. Roughing the kicker, you're just gonna have to turn it down. Luckily, I've never heard it be a problem in online play, and maybe that's the thing. I only play offline, like Dynasty Road to Glory, or I play straight, online CFP. So maybe there's some disparity there, maybe there's some differences there, because I will admit, I play mostly Road to Glory over everything, so that's a lot less kicking and stuff like that. So that can probably add to me and my anecdotal experience of not having it as much. But the fact that I see it commented almost as much as these other two things just shows me that I think is going to be something not only that is one of the biggest problems, going to go down is funnily enough one of the biggest problems of this game, but I don't think it's going to be fixed. So next thing we've got is the lack of trophy room. This is an issue, dog. This is a problem, and I've talked about it when I've talked about it in different videos. It's kind of been interloped, but I kind of slid it in at the end because it's something that it was just more me being passionate about. I didn't think that people really cared about it in the same way that I cared about it, but man, I just see, and I think I made just like a small portion of one of my videos about it. In the comments, the responses, the people just talking about how much like the trophy room would make this game even more unlimited. Whoa. It makes it even limitlessness necessity-isms with its playback ability is what I'm trying to say. You get what I'm trying to say. You understand what I'm saying. It makes it even more crazy. It makes it more phenomenal. It makes me feel a lot better when I can see my 4 back-to-back Heisman trophies as a safety. Like, I need that in my life, dog. I like that. I want that. I want to be, as a coach, I want to see how many coach of the years I want. You know what I'm saying? I want to see my Bolitnikovs. I want to see my my Sam Houses, my Timothy Tebow. I'm just making stuff up. My Heisman Trophy. my Ryan Shazier. Shout out to Ryan Shazier. The most notorious cheater in the nation. Man, it's not too much on Ryan Shazier, man. Shout out Ryan Shazier. But no, man, the trophy room and it not being there is kind of embarrassing. That's why I'm not taking it seriously, because it's just another thing in another reason, another way, another symptom of the quote-unquote reskinningness, the laziness, the ability or inability to really want to even forget innovation. Sometimes I talk about innovations in this game. Forget innovations. The unwillingness just to maintain some level of status quo. Seeing something that is an integral part they thought was probably small because they don't play the games. They weren't paying attention fully. They thought they could just get by with it. Why? Being able to have a full use hot route system and being able to corner at my running back, which is phenomenal. It's pretty nasty. I love doing it. But other than that, I'm not really sure what we gained from not having a trophy room. I don't understand with these new, bigger, beefier, badder systems why we can't handle the trophy room. Why after 4 years of development, 11 years of wait on y'all's fucking whiteboard, why wasn't like number 3? Let's make sure we put everything that was in the last game. As easy as that. I'm not talking about something that's new and innovation, groundbreaking, something that might break the game. I'm talking about a place that can have digital stickers of the digital awards that I win, homie. That's all I'm talking about. So it's not happening. It's not happening. Someone put a Nick Saban clip in. It's not happening. I can't because it's copyright. But you know what I'm talking. It's not happening. It's goddamn. Sorry, that's a good clip too. I love Nick Saban now that he's not coaching for the Empire over there at the University of Alabama. He's a cool guy. But yeah, it's just not happening. And I think it's laziness. I really do think it is. The roughing the kicker is probably just like a code thing. Not having a place to put my trophies is just silly. You thinking that y'all are about to sell 70, sell this game back to back to back, and I'm not about to have 5, 7, 18 different Heisman Trophy winners from different teams, places, spaces, and relations. You're out your mind. It's not being fixed, and it's a shame, and it's one of the biggest problems in this game. Ooh, rhyming accidentally. Next thing. The thing that we know is not going to be fixed. I've told y'all it's not going to be fixed. Look, guys, I hate that it's not going to be fixed, but I'm not really mad. I'm not throwing my arms up in the air saying, hey, let me let go. I want to celebrate and live my life. Anyway, that's not the problem. The issue, the situation that we're talking about is the fact that not only do we not have customization for certain things, kind of like the discussion was discussed, and kind of like I discussed in my last video, it was alluded to, hey, you won't also be able to, edit certain types of players, especially if they're NIL, if they're non-NIL, XYZ elemental P. I want to cross-reference something. Go look it up. But they were specifically talking about when the whole Arch Manning situation, him opting out, they were talking about, okay, how are we going to handle opted out players? And they specifically said that what was going to happen is when you go to your edit a player, when you go to create a player, where do I go to create a player that's not Road to Glory or not Team Builder? Where do I go to edit a player that's not just you can't even can you edit the numbers for teams? You almost gotta have to cross-reference that, but I can't even edit numbers. Last I checked, I can edit some accessories, and half the accessories are broken and bugged. And y'all didn't. And I'm sorry. Somebody in my comment, he's clearly a 12-year-old. And I'm not making fun of you, little buddy. I'm not making fun of you, little buddy. Because I think shiesty masks are cool. But he was talking about shiesty masks, so I had to make sure I brought that up. So, where the shiesty masks at? My guys are looking for it. All right? But no, in real seriousness, why does my visor disappear when it's raining? Why? Why do half of the equipment, is it just bugged? On top of not really be able to create a player like traditional, when you're offline on this game, you cannot create your own player. How crazy is that? It's becoming less of the sandbox that it's known to be and more of a confusing thing. And before people get in the comments, I know NIL situation, NIL, but I just feel like at some point it's like, did y'all even try to get customization? Like, everybody has an excuse, but when I'm seeing the actual game and I'm seeing the way it's executed, this doesn't look like a high quality. Look at the visor. Did you see the you see the way that visor is on the like, this is a new game. This is a 20. The helmets look great. The new, looks great. All this and stuff. But you can just see it's like laziness, dog. There's a lot of resources. So, of course, certain things are going to look good. Certain things are going to be done well. And because they've got legacy products of it, it's going to look great. But at the end of the day, this is kind of garbage. Like, it's slightly garbage. The inconsistency, the laziness. It's just like no attention to detail when it comes to the details. And that's my problem. But I yapped enough. Let's talk about what y'all felt like. You know what I mean? Because everybody gets mad at me because I say words and I say them in a sentence, and I be saying those words in a sentence. I'll put this little just so whatever. We have a good time over here, okay? I just threw this up on my community post. I'll be using community posting to talk to you guys, engage with you guys. I was like, I saw this on Reddit. It's funny. Why? If I had, if they had kept that feature. And y'all went crazy, dog. Y'all went crazy. I did not think people were as passionate about this as me. And I know it's only 33 comments, but at the end of the day, I didn't know 33 people cared about the trophy room. So let's read through a few of these comments and we're going to end it out. I just want to see how you guys feel. So Mr. Miseko says, yeah, I'm kind of shocked they didn't implement that. It's a huge component of the Dynasty mode. Rivalry trophies, conference titles, player trophies, etc. It used to be one of my favorite parts of old NCAA games. Does not make a lot of sense. It just seemed like such a no-brainer. I don't understand where they even thought that was a good idea. I'm not computing that one. I'm not figuring that and that. I don't like it. The best part of the PS2 NCAA football game was filling up that trophy case several pages back. Modern EA could never. Man, and that now we talking about the PS2 era ones. Man, they got so lazy. That's the thing. NCAA 14 is not even that good of a game compared to like a NCAA 08 and 06. Ugh. Dog, they had like trophy rooms. Like you look, like you go to a part of the the game mode, and they would show you like a trophy case, like a high school with too much money in a booster club. Like, it was awesome. It was the greatest thing ever. The trophy room side quest was so much fun. I don't even remember the side quest. I'm sure I did it, but that's awesome. Bro, how did they forget? They didn't forget that, dog. They didn't forget that. They left it out. Would be fire if they added a Hall of Fame system where you can put your players in Hall of Fame to be remembered forever. Has never been done in old games and would be a cool, innovative feature. Now, Mr. Or Mrs. or however you reference yourself, Mind of Dro, this is actually a good idea with innovations and new things, and it gives a fresh spin on the simulation gaming cycle. So that's not going to come from EA. It's not going to come from them. It drives me insane. Like, and I thought more people were going to be like, ha, ha, ha. But it really feels soulless. The game feels soulless, Mr. Courage says. Man, it will be $24.99 for each trophy spot. That's tough. They gonna try to get some money out of you. Going back to the customization, like I said, Remember when the coaches had it on for it? Wait, why is it not letting me? Well, the coach is in a suit and it looks fresh. And this guy got the, you know what I'm saying, with the Sketcher 9000s on. Like, that boy going crazy. Says never understood why this was taken out the game. Now, again, this is one of those things. I don't. But see, and every time I try to use an EA excuse and I try to tell you what EA said as the excuse, I immediately realize it's just a big bad bag of bull. Because you're telling me, a grown adult, for the most part, I'm mostly grown, for a grown adult, that y'all couldn't customize a coach because of NIL, or because y'all knew y'all weren't going to put coaches in the game because y'all couldn't get it figured out. Y'all just decided to remove custom coaches altogether and cite that as an excuse to not put that in the game. That sounds pretty convenient, EA. Sounds pretty convenient. But y'all were even more passionate about this one. And they said not to mention CB25, you could be 6'4", 175, and your character still looks like 300-pound balloon. And if you want to talk about this, just in case, because I feel like people forget. Of the abominations that are running around. Like, look at this thing, dog. Like, look at that. You think this is okay? Sorry, you can't see his amazing abs. You think this is okay? This is hilarious, but you think this is okay? It's not. Can't do anything in this game. Madden has so many options. We have 2. They're selling a CFB like a demo to Madden. Only put an effort in Ultimate Team. Dang, it's amazing, and that's so crazy because I think the census has been that, college football has been more fun and better than Madden. But I mean, I can definitely see in that regard how they kind of got to be. I was saying the same thing, except this way we're so bland and generic. The kids today will never know the good. Get in the comments. Do I need to go play some old college games? Do I need to prove this to y'all? Do y'all want me to play NCAA 06, 08, the 10s of the world? Should I go back and stomp the yard through all of them? I got 14 revamp loaded up. It's a little glitch, but you know what I'm saying? So just let me know. Get in the comments. Did you like this video? Comment and tell me what's the biggest problem for college football 25. Are you going to be playing college football 26? But you have an amazing day. You be blessed. You be phenomenal. We'll see you next time.